An old man placed an apple on his head. When it was the man's turn, he didn't follow the order. Instead, he started eating the apple. The officer got angry and raised his gun, ready to shoot him. Just then, a young boy beside them suddenly recited a German poem. Hearing a Jewish child reciting poetry, the officer was pleased, so he decided to spare both of them. At that moment, a soldier reminded the officer that the number of executions for the day wasn't complete. The officer looked over at a prisoner carrying corpses, called him over, and threw his hat far away, ordering him to fetch it. Later, while the prisoners were working, a guard threw half a sausage onto the ground. A starving prisoner immediately dove after it like a dog, but the guard wanted more entertainment. He made two prisoners slap each other. Only the winner could eat. One prisoner managed to hit the other, but his opponent cheated, claiming it was just the first round. Then he pointed to the boy, dragging him into the game. The man stepped forward to protect the boy, offering to fight instead. To everyone's surprise, the man was agile and avoided the first few slaps with ease. The guard got annoyed and pushed the prisoner aside to fight the man himself, but the man dodged again, and the guard fell to the ground from his own momentum. A nearby soldier became furious and raised a shovel to strike, but was stopped by an officer. The officer said he wanted to fight the man himself. The officer attacked fiercely. The man didn't fight back but kept dodging, knowing he couldn't match the officer in strength. Then he found an opening and landed a punch. Surprisingly, the officer didn't get mad. He laughed, he had found a real boxer. Later, the man saw a soldier practicing boxing. It was the German boxing champion. The man went to the officer and requested a match against the champion. Because the boy had gone missing, he begged the officer to release the boy if he won. The officer agreed. Soon, the camp gathered to watch the unfair fight. Despite facing a stronger opponent, the man showed no fear. He used his agility to dodge again and again, but being smaller and weaker, he eventually got hit and fell. He quickly recovered and noticed the champion's weakness. Just when he was about to win, the match was suddenly stopped. The officer gave a signal, and a water bottle was handed to the man. He drank. When the fight resumed, the man suddenly felt dizzy, couldn't see clearly, and his punches slowed. The water had been poisoned. The champion easily knocked him down. The man understood these Germans were never going to let him win. Suddenly, the boy was brought out. Barbed wire was wrapped around his hands. The officer told the boy to fight the man. The man whispered for the boy to hit him quickly, but the boy turned his body away. A gunshot rang out. The Germans had killed the boy. The man was devastated, unable to speak through his pain. The soldiers knocked him out, tied up his hands, and hung him in the square. They even placed a medal around his neck that read champion.